Yo, what's going on today, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel of AD, the RPA guy. Here I got my guy Mike Barton, one of my newer students in the program. How long you been working with me now?
Like 6 months, 5 months,
Been six
somewhere around
months,
there.
5 months. Okay, we're gonna have to go and check and see.
Yeah.
So cool, man. Let me tell you guys about Mike a little bit. So first off, he's in the program. He's not yet graduated. He is not yet employed. He is not yet working in tech, right? But I think that I could definitely speak for him when I say, it's coming. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, I definitely know it's coming.
Absolutely. I
It's
like
on
it.
the way.
I like it. I like it. And so I just kind of wanted to give you guys a preview of like someone who is in the program, someone who's currently going through it, someone, he's a regular guy, right? Father, regular 9 to 5 worker. Do you have a degree at all, Mike?
Degree? No, I don't have a degree.
Okay. Do you have any certifications in tech at all?
No certifications in tech.
Okay. Okay, great. So let's just start with it from the beginning, right? So, what is your background?
My background is mainly a retail background. I've worked from Target to, geez, Target, says Acme, Whole Foods, like it's super retail.
Mm-hmm.
You name it, I worked it. And right now I'm currently at Costco. Just recently got laid off by the post office, but I ain't really worried about that. But right now I'm at Costco and I'm still doing, the RPA, building bots and all that stuff on the side. But yeah, my background is mainly retail, but right now I'm looking to hop into tech and it's looking real good right now. The skill
Like,
easy to learn. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Working with you has made it way easier to learn. But yeah, yeah,
Love
definitely.
it.
Definitely see that
Okay.
flip the tech coming up.
So then, how long have you been wanting to slash trying to get into tech?
I've been trying to actively trying
Like before
for
you met
about
me, how long before we got in connection?
before
Like
we met
before.
you, probably about like 6 months, probably six, seven
Okay.
months. I was
And
just
what
sitting there.
things were you trying?
I was trying nothing. I was just actually absolutely confused. I remember you remember this from the first interview. I was completely confused on where to start. I was just looking at everything, observing it, trying to figure out what boot camp to go to. Bro, I was in shambles. I was doing nothing, I'll admit. Whole bunch of nothing.
Okay. So it sounds like you wanted to be in tech. It was just you were overwhelmed on where to start because tech is so big. There's so many options. You don't know who to listen to. You don't know what boot camps to sign up for. You don't know anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
it.
So it sounds my next question is going to be what was your biggest hurdle with getting in tech? But it sounds like that's what it was, like just the overwhelm and things like
Yeah.
that. Okay. So then how did you go about finding my content?
Well, I found the content through an ad on Instagram, and you was talking about what made your content different. First off, was everybody was talking about breaking into tech. That was the main thing. Come join my joy. I break you into tech in 6 to 7 months. You had a specific role. Listen, this role is the role we training on. This is the job. This is what we gonna do. And that was so simple. And I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. I need to talk to this guy. So. From that, I contacted you. We did the introduction call from there, and then I was like, "Yeah, it's a good fit," because you was hitting some solid points. So yeah, from there we just took off from there. So yeah,
Love it. Love it. So you're saying I'm hearing you say people were just talking about breaking the tech very, very, very vaguely. Like, okay,
yeah,
how we gonna do it is what you're thinking. And I came along and it's like, hey, we're doing RPA and RPA only. This is the skill set. This is what the job pays. This is what you're gonna be doing. Simple, plain, straightforward.
exactly. That's
I
all I
love it.
needed. Nice and simple.
I love it. I love it. That's why I tell people, man, I have the simplest, best high quality product on the market. I'm teaching people simple things. If it ain't simple, it ain't for me. Period. Right.
Nice.
Um, and if there was something simpler, I would be doing that and using that to make money rather than using RPA, which is why I keep saying RPA is the simplest tech skill I've ever come across. And I have plenty of friends who work in tech and they say, yeah, bro, this is the simplest shit I have ever seen. Um, okay. So then what were your thoughts prior to joining the program and how are they different now that you've been in the program for a few months?
Prior to joining the program. I'll say my
So I'm sure
thoughts
you were
was,
skeptical at least a little bit.
yeah, I was a little skeptical. You know what I'm saying? I was a little skeptical. I didn't really want to take the bet on myself at all, but you know what I'm saying? Talking to you, it eased my suspicion of what the guru I was talking to. I'm like, is this a human I'm talking to, or just somebody that's making money I'm talking to? But
Mm-hmm.
he
Mm-hmm.
actively was trying to help people. And even if I'm slacking, you in my ear, what's going on? What's going on with this application update, this, that, and the third? Make sure you studying this. I was like, all right, cool. So I locked in. Once you locked in, I locked in. I was like, oh, this man's serious. I gotta match your energy. So that was one thing that maybe like prior to the program, I could say I was not working as hard. I was confused. I wasn't structured. Wasn't thinking simple. But after working with you for like a couple of months, everything just got streamlined. I knew exactly what to do first, had what I had to do second, what I had to do third. Nothing was confusing. I wasn't nervous about anything. If I fail, it is what it is. I try again, record it, and then go off of what my result was off of that. So it was like the fear of anything is gone. Like I know for a fact I'm landing the RPA job. But if you'd have talked to me like 6, 7 months ago, I'd be like, I don't know how I'm gonna bring it to tech, but I'm getting it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now I know for a fact I'm landing the RPA job.
You know what it is, man? It's lack of clarity because you can't be excited about something when you don't have a clear vision. You know, like you
Yeah,
most people what they do is they hate their lifestyle, they hate their income, they hate where they live, they hate their car, but they don't know what they want instead, right? And so they
yeah,
lack a clear vision. It's like, how can you get excited about obtaining something when you don't know what it is that you want to obtain? All you know is what you hate, but you don't
yeah,
know where you want to go, what you want to drive, what you want to look like, where you want to live, right? And so that's why I like to give everybody that, that simple one pager, step one, step two, step three, step four. And I basically take all the guessing and the thinking out. All you have to do is show up and do the work as it is outlined. And then the last box that you check in the course is I'm employed. It really
yeah,
is that simple, right? Um, okay, so then let's talk about it, bro. So you've also done your first interview. All
yeah. I
right.
did my first.
So let's talk about that. How did what were your thoughts before doing your first interview, and then what were your thoughts after you got it done?
My thoughts before the interview was I'm excited because I finally got an opportunity to do an interview. I've been doing applications forever, just 30 days, 30 a day. Sometimes I do 10, 15. Then I see the same jobs over and over. So to get contacted by somebody, an actual human saying, hey, I need you to do this. I'm interested in you. I was just like, okay, now, now's my time to
Little old
shine.
me.
Like, bro, like me, it's my time now. Oh, no, I was prepared for. I was not scared for nothing. I've been waiting for this for the longest,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was excited. And the questions, oh, we went over questions already, so I already had the interview answers.
Oh,
But
wait. No, you're skipping parts in the story, right? Remember, because we were on the group call at one time, and you had done everything. It was time to get to the I'm not gonna clown you like I do in the group calls, but you had got to the point where it's like time to start applying for jobs, right? And
uh
because
huh,
because because you're the kind of guy where I call you a tinkerer, right? You have the kind of mind that works like you think how an engineer slash developer thinks. Like you naturally think in the same way. That's why you were able to join the course and start building all the bots, and everything just came easy to you. I was like, oh yeah, this guy. You have surpassed people because we've only had 2 or 3 one-on-one calls, right? You've surpassed people who talk to me every week. I talk to these people one-on-one every week, and so the difference is your brain just works naturally in the way that like a developer's brain works, right? So I had no problems, no qualm. Like this guy's about to do it, right? But so you came in and you got started real fast, and then we got to the interview part. I'm like, Mike, what's going on, man? You supposed to be applying for jobs, and I'm like, what's
yeah,
going on? Do you remember what you said?
y'all lined me up on that call. I don't even remember what. I think I said I got cold feet or something. I don't know what I
He's like, I got
said.
bad nerves. I got, man. Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I do business with men. Okay. Men
Uh,
should keep things simple. Masculinity takes big things and simplifies them, makes them small things. Okay. Femininity does the opposite. It takes small things, makes them big. So when you're starting and you're like, all right, I'm building these bots. Boom, I check the next box. I'm off to the next thing. Boom, I check that box. I'm off to the next thing. Then it starts to get to the part where you're supposed to check the box for interviewing and you slow down, you got all these words. What you said, word for word, what you said was, I was like, so what is it about, applying for jobs that's scaring you, right? Because it was fear. And you were like, man, it's just this. I'm gonna exaggerate real quick. Hold on, move my coffee. You're like, it's just this big abyss that I ain't never been in before, and I don't know what's going on, and I don't know what. I'm like, bro, there's 7 questions. There's 7 questions. But I think at that point in time, we hadn't gone over your questions yet. Is what it was. Right? We
nah,
hadn't
oh yeah, we did.
we hadn't gone over the questions. So that's what it was. So prior to knowing what those 7 questions were, prior to us going over and kind of giving answers or structuring answers so that you know how to answer them, you were fearful because you didn't know what was going to come or be asked and you didn't know how to answer it. But what
Nah,
I'm
that's
hearing
it.
you say is once you got the questions, rehearsed them, practiced them, you're like, all right, I'm ready. This is my time.
Yeah, yeah. That's another thing. The weekly calls. That Thursday call was a pivotal point because I think it's like 10 people in that call, 10 or 11 people. Y'all all just lining me up one by one, like, oh, what this guy's doing.
But that's what happens when you go first. Like
Nah,
it
for
probably doesn't
real.
feel good to be that guy, but at the same time, the other 9 guys are watching like, damn, man, like they're waiting for you to pull it off, right? They're waiting for you to pull it off so they can be like, oh man, so tell me what it's like. What is it like on the job? Did you get it? Da-da-da. So you're in the lead, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make fun of whoever it is, period. It just so happens to be you because that's where we are, right? But then you're
Yeah,
gonna be
right.
training and mentoring people coming up, and you can be like, yeah, bro, I felt the same way. Don't worry about it. Here's the
Nah, for
questions, practice
real.
them,
Yeah.
right? So talk to me about that not particularly that interview, but that position. It was a junior RPA position, right?
Yeah, it was a junior RPA analyst position for
Okay.
digital workforce.
Okay. Do you remember what that position was paying? Did they put that in the job description?
I believe it was they said between 75,000 and 85,000.
Okay. Okay. I thought it said 100,000. I don't know why I thought I heard that number. Maybe I'll look it up again. But either way,
That was one of my another I think I had two more recruiters contacting me. Well, the other one I posted was around the recruiter contacted me about a job that was around 45 an hour, and that's
yeah,
98,000. So
that's
you
about
probably
100,000. I
probably
got you.
got like
Okay.
that one.
So you're telling me you come in the program, you've checked the boxes, and now you have recruiters reaching out to you, meaning you didn't apply for that job. You have
Yeah, I didn't
recruiters
apply for
reaching
that.
out to you, offering you jobs paying about $100,000.
This is correct. This is correct.
Isn't it in relatively speaking, wasn't it relatively easy? Like you ain't got the job yet, but you've become the kind of guy where they are reaching out and saying, hey, we would like to talk to you about potentially paying you $100,000. And what you had to learn and what you had to do to become that guy wasn't all that difficult.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Relatively speaking, that's like it'd be hard. I think it's harder to have the Grammys reach out and say, hey, we'd like to potentially give you an award. We'd like to nominate you. That's hard. You came in, built a few bots, recorded a few videos, made a couple dollars because I paid you to build something for me,
You did. You
right?
did.
And now you've got the skill set to where people are reaching out to you. You didn't even apply. They're applying. They're reaching out to you saying, we're interested in potentially paying you $100,000 if you can do an interview and prove to us or lead us to believe that you're the guy for the job.
That's correct.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. People don't understand, man. So, last question. How are you feeling about the next 1 to 2 months? Like, how are you feeling about your future in the program, your future as a developer, and your future as it pertains to getting into the tech industry?
I feel extremely confident. It's like I've been seeing a lot of tech news and with other positions, and they talking about there's no tech jobs out there. But meanwhile, recruiters is reaching out to me for jobs and all this other stuff, and there's jobs out there. So that phase gone. Uh, I built bots with you, did RPA with you, and all this other stuff. So I learned the skill. You already told us to. You already helped us with our resumes, our interview answers. It's like I got the skills to get the job. So this my confidence is through the roof right now. I can't tell you anything else. It's through the roof. And it's not I want to say it's definitely not arrogance. It's just the stuff that you've been teaching us and from what I've been seeing in the field with myself, like speaking to recruiters, and they always ask me if I'm a US citizen, and majority of them aren't even American. And there's a huge role for American RPA developers. So it's like the jobs are out there. You just gotta know what to say, put your interview, put the work in, and you go get the job. I'm extremely confident. Once next 1 2 months, yeah, I'll probably land some.
I like it. I love it, bro. Very last question. Let's say there's somebody who's watching this video, right? They've
Mhm.
been struggling trying to get into tech for the last year, 2 years. They've got a bunch of certifications. They got a degree. They, they're just and they're contemplating doing business with me or joining my program or scheduling a call or anything like that, right? What would your advice to someone in that headspace be?
My advice would be to just take the hurdle and learn RPA, work with AD, get it done. But when I first signed up, this is one thing that I always wanted to say to you. But I was gonna wait till I got the point. But since I'm here, when I first signed up, I was looking at the price like, yo, this might be a little steep. But after everything I learned and the opportunities that's in front of me, I might owe you some money, bro.
You're
Like,
damn right you do. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it. I'm gonna let you get your first paycheck under you. You know what I'm saying? But I've done that, bro. I've done business with people where it's like, bro, the amount of money that I've made or the way that my lifestyle has changed based on what the information that you've given me, I owe you
yeah,
more than what I
yeah.
paid you. For sure, for sure, for sure, bro. Now, at the same time, when you came in, the price was significantly lower than what it is now. So it'll never be that low again. But yeah, bro. Nah, I mean, the best thing you could do for me is go to be successful, sing my praises, say, hey, bro, do business with AD. And then obviously, we're gonna turn this bitch into a consulting agency, right?
Yeah.
So just having you and other guys graduate the course and be resources where I can say, hey, bro, I've got this contract. They're paying 20,000. I'll break you off a piece, but you're gonna do the work. Right. So now you got your full-time employment. You've got the income coming in from my program because we're one of the few programs where you can get paid to earn. I'm paid to learn. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope, bro. I appreciate your time. Any final words for the people?
For the people, man, if you want to get into tech, take that jump. Work with AD. He not like these other gurus. He's not about the money. And there's one thing you said that was important on the video call. It was like a group call. You was like, yo, if you're not employed within like the next 6 7 months, I'm gonna get you out of here. Get you making me look bad. So it's not about the money. If you're not looking for success as hard as AD gonna want you out of there. So it's definitely take the hurdle. You working with the right man, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's my last words for you. I gotta give you flowers, man.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
No problem.